Hi, this is Kenny Shimura speaking, psychic psychologist and ascension technologist. Yesterday, I went to the Bluebells mountain to see the Bluebells carpet and then meet fairies and then become connected with the nature. Then this is the Bluebells, the carpet. I guess you saw it somewhere, on the internet or, the pictures you saw maybe before, and it's really beautiful. So, if you're interested in, really recommend you to go. Maybe if you can go this week sometime, it's better. But maybe next week it might be a little bit too late. So I went to North London and I went there by train. Then, if you just Google, the bluebells and, carpet, you can, find it everywhere in the UK because it's a very, very common, flowers. Then I took a train and it was, less than 1 hour. And then, it was like this. Nothing was around there. No shops, no toilet, nothing. So, and then I needed to use my GPS and then, set the destination. But as you can see in the field, which way is the right way or not, you don't know, right? So you just need to, use your intuition and then, you need to depend on your GPS. Then the way it was like this, the foot, path was like this, very, narrow, maybe about 60 centimeters. And then if someone is coming, like in front of you, we need to, like go side by side. Otherwise, really no space. But it's very nice. It's sunny, and finally, it's very nice. The summery like weather, and it was so warm. And then you can enjoy the scenery like this, and then flowers blooming, and then cows and sheep. They're outside, and then you can see lots of green. The nature is like really, really becoming yeah, more yeah, you can see the nature, especially the flower and then the leaves and then the blue sky like this. And then, it's very refreshing to get out of London or a big city or, get out of your house. Then nature connection is really recommended. And then, this is like such a small town in the countryside, but it's just beautiful. And this was the path, and path was open. I didn't go, but the paths, they are open as well as Then when I went to the place, there was a target destination. I went there like about 5 years ago. Uh, the bluebell carpet I could see was much better than this. And now this is the end of the season, so it's still there, but you can see, the color is a bit died down, and then the, flowers are dying down, unfortunately. But usually, it's like this. This is the English bluebell, very dark, purple color flower. Then, this is what you can see. And then, yeah, if you go there like April or May or early May, this is what you can see. Then, when you go there, it's called a bluebell carpet, and then there are some fairies. They are usually together with bluebells, and it's highly, highly recommended. Do not stamp on bluebells because fairies are they get upset. Then fairies are very different from angels, and they can be very tricky because not all of them are really are the light beings. And then if you see bluebells, do not pick any flowers and just look at them, take pictures, and that's it. If you can sit on the besides the bluebell carpet and then do a meditation, that's good. And then you can talk to fairies. But making wishes, I don't really recommend it because they are very tricky. If you can meet some nice fairies and the light side one, and then kind fairies, maybe good. But if you meet tricky ones, they play some tricks, and fairies are well known. They play tricks. So yeah, do not really interact with them, unless you really need to, or unless you really want to. And I don't really recommend you to make any wishes, you know. I could get to this, this place because of the fairies. When I get to the site, the 5 years ago, I went to the Bluebell carpet place, but I couldn't see the carpet at all. And it was very disappointing. And I was asking fairies, where can I find the Bluebell carpet? And they said, they are still there, somewhere a bit hidden deeper inside of the wood. And the place I went is more like, more people, passing by and, like near to the main street. But they said no bluebells are there anymore. So I needed to go deeper in the woods, in the bit of the mountain, and it was a daytime, and I don't think there was any bears, attacking me, or any people attacking me or anything in a daytime. So there was no fear anyway. So I was following their guidance, and then they navigated me in this way and that way. I asked them the left hand side or the right hand side. They said the right side, and this way, go down straight there, a little bit deeper. I could find this one, this place, and then it was in the, a little bit deeper, and not many people are there. Only, the local people, walking, with dogs together, and very quiet. And I could be there, and then the fairies I was meeting there, they were very kind, so I could, have a nice conversation. I had a bit of interaction, and I could meditate. Then I asked them, what do you want? And I just wanted to, give them, something, because, they were so nice, and they showed me their place. And they wanted to, have a ribbon. And I said, yeah, I, already had some ribbons just in case they wanted to have it. So, I gave them, one, specific ribbons they wanted to have, and they were very happy about it. So they like something like shiny stuff or ribbons. So, if you want to, have a good interaction with them, bring a ribbon or something shiny. Then again, it should be environmentally, eco. Okay. Then from there, they also, navigated me to another nice place. And then this is this place to the, this tree. Again, this place is away from the main route, and then it wasn't like on the main route or walking route suggested. Then somewhere deeper again, and people were not around here. So as you can see, there are lots of sort of like a bended, like branches and bit funny sort of shape. And if you can, find this type of trees, that means this, the woodland can be very magical. And in this case, it was. And this tree was again, very kind. And I was talking with this tree, and it said, I was asking then, giving, getting a permission, can I touch you? And it said, yeah. So I was, placing my hand, and can I, get your energy? Can you heal me? And then, it said yes. Then, I was, giving a hug. Then, as a, again, I wanted to give something, to return. So I gave my love, and then that's really, willing to accept. Then I was sitting there just, by this tree and meditated. And then, it was so quiet, so peaceful, so calm. It was like, I was in the heaven. The sun is up so shiny and warm, and birds are singing, and it was like a pure heaven. No disruptions, no noise, and no cars or anything. Just sometimes, people, local people passing by and just talking. That's it, nothing else. So in the woods, in this woodland, I could also see trees like this. The branches were, like extended to the, footpath. And yeah, this is a very typical, ancient, magical woodland. And, if you can find a woodland like this, and if you feel good, it's a good place to meditate and become connected with the nature. And this tree gave a message to the humanity. And it said, one of the reasons we are, like experiencing COVID is we are, detaching ourselves from the nature so much. And especially we are living in a big city. If that's the case, we don't really care, about the nature, about the ground, about the tree, about the flower, about the, the water or the air. So, we are maybe littering, we don't pick up, the garbages and put it in a bin. Or, we pollute water or the air easily, but, they want you to think themselves more like as your friend. So it's a good time to go out and become connected with the nature. It's not only refreshing, but we are also part of the nature. We are also part of the creations together with the nature. Okay. Then, but one thing we need to be careful. This is very, very common. Do not touch this plant called a giant hogweed. You already may know this one, but I didn't know. It's very tall, 2 meter or 3 meters high, and it looks like the giant broccoli's flower. But if you touch it, it's very poisonous. Then you can get blisters like this, and you don't want to have it, right? Especially on your face, so you need to be careful. Then having said that, it's a nice summertime, early summer. Rose is in a season, and then lavender is also in a season, and marigold is in a season. So it's good to, have a day trip to somewhere countryside or, the beach side or somewhere. Then, become connected with the nature and enjoy, various colors, the flowers. Then last year, no, not last year, 2 years ago, I went to one of the lavender fields with my friends, and we really enjoyed the lavender farm. It's really like this. Then you can see, nice, purple, like vivid colors, and it's like really refreshing. And not only that, the smell is so nice. And some of the, lavender farms, they sell like lavender teas, and it's really good to relax and then to sleep well. Okay, so yeah, if you would like to have, a session and then develop your psychic senses, I offer psychic training, video course, the classes and seminars, or private sessions. So you can come to my website called www.uk.gfls.co.uk, Galactic Federation Lightworker School. Then have a look. And then many of my students, they develop their psychic senses, and then they can, gradually sense energies and see things. And some of them are actually active psychic consultant. So yeah, have a look. If you liked the video, please, press the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you know any place, as a suggestion to go to become connected with the nature or lavender farm, and if there is any good place, please share your comment and send, send the links. And then, yeah, it would be nice to have, further information. Okay, thank you for watching my video and have a good day.